What up, y'all? It's your boy Nick Nieto, aka Nick the Actor, aka Nick the Reactor, aka whatever the hell you want to call me today. Just go for it. Let me be the first one to welcome you in for the very first, officially brand new Tom McDonald Fridays. I know, we did Tom McDonald Tuesdays, and as much fun as that literary little fun shenanigans was with T&T, Tom Tuesday, Tom said Friday's his day. So from now on the channel, Tom Tuesdays, it's been fun, but now Tom Fridays moving forward. That way we can catch his new releases and or older songs from Tom. But that being said, he hit us with a new one today. He hit us with a brand new song and video. This song is called Withdrawals, and just because I'm assuming it's going to be similar subject matter, Tom, if you're watching, brother, I saw you're a couple weeks out from finally kicking cigs. There aren't enough words to say congrats, man, and proud of you, bro. That's tough shit. That's tough. A lot of people underestimate that, and I can only imagine. I'm sure once you kick more and more vices like that, and I'm sure that was one of the last ones for you to kick, I can imagine that probably gets pretty tough. So good on you for doing it and holding strong so far, Bubba, and keep going, man. And it's good for you. Good for you. I'm happy for you, dog. And then this song right here, I'm assuming is going to be pretty heavy. I'm assuming it's going to be Tom opening up a lot. Look, just this past Tuesday we reacted to Famous for Tom McDonald Tuesday, and that song was one of those songs from Tom where he shows he's not a one-lane artist. Anybody who thinks that at this point is just full of shit. I have so much respect for him for doing this. He's so good at opening up, sharing the things he's been through, and usually a very positive light, but also just opening up in general. Being transparent with that stuff is not easy, especially when he has as many eyes on him as he does. And you know, it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but this is the type of music that can usually save lives. And again, I could be wrong, but for everything that I've gathered, he said it himself that this was a personal song, you know, and he almost didn't put it out. Apparently the same thing was to be said with Famous. So I commend him already. Haven't even heard the song. Haven't even heard it. But I can already tell you right now, I'm sure this is a song that is going to probably change lives. Because usually those songs like that are tough to put out for an artist are some of the most impactful ones, because that shows how much of themselves they're putting into it. All that being said, I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. We've got a music video. Let's do this. Hog fam, I know y'all are here. I know y'all have been waiting for this one all day. I'm sure. I'm so sorry. And I'm sorry if there's any background noise, guys. I have to have fans on and stuff because it is like 115 degrees still out here in California. So we're going to make it happen though, and I'm going to be pausing. Y'all already know it's my channel, my rules. Always applies no matter what we're doing. Here we go. Let's listen to hear what Tom has to say. I'm not going to probably catch everything depending on what's going on, but I'm going to definitely be pausing and stopping and giving my 2 cents on some things. So here we go. Another song from Mr. Tom McDonald, Withdrawals. Let's do it.
The doctor said to talk to him if I wanted to get off my meds, but I never called his office and poured the bottle in the garbage can. I'm stuck in this apartment and I'm anxious like the cops are here. I tried to call like all my friends, none of them are answering.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely one of those, man. You can feel, and again, it drives me crazy when I hear people say it. And people could say I'm on his fucking nuts or whatever, but I don't give a fuck, because it is what it is. I always keep it a buck with y'all. The dude's real. He speaks his mind. He says the truth, but he also can share his emotions, his feelings, the shit that he's been through in a way that is musically and just spiritually very, very appealing and powerful. That's probably the better word for it, is powerful. The pictures that he paints, the stories that he shares, it's all stuff that he's been through that he's able to channel into this music. And that's why when you hear him speak and just sing and do these things, you can feel that in his voice. I really feel like that in a lot of it. And look, I'm not somebody who personally had drug addictions. I do understand addiction, at least a good bit. I've been surrounded by a lot of it. It's been a big factor in people and places around me. So I'm going to speak on it. So that's just what it is. I don't have the end-all be-all opinion on some of these things, but that's just me. And I'm going to share my perspective, because that's what my video is. This is for me as much as it is for you guys. So I might be going on some tangents this video. Fair warning, very fair warning. But again, it's my channel, my rules, and I'm going to speak on these things because I want to. And some things might sound kooky, some things might not. And again, just from my perspective, I want to share what this music is meaning to me so far, and maybe some things that could help some people understand that maybe don't understand certain aspects of this type of battle that people go through every second of every day with addiction. So I'm going to be doing that for this video. That's just a fair warning. We're going to start back over, and I want to hear that again so it's fresh on my mind. But yeah, you feel that emotion right off the bat.
The doctor said to talk to him if I wanted to get off my meds, but I never called his office in. Poured the bottle in the garbage can. I'm stuck in this apartment and I'm anxious like the cops are here. I tried to call like all my friends, none of them are answering.
Okay, so yeah, just to speak on that again, I just want to hear it one more time. You hear him like it's so much of it is you have to make the call yourself. And let's say the only person that can get that process going of getting, you know, off of whatever you're addicted to or just getting clean, only the addict can do it. Only the person who's firsthand, they're the only ones that can make that decision. You can't make that decision for them. You can't force their hand. They've got to want to get better and clean, and that's one of the toughest parts about it is somebody from the outside or the person themselves. Because it's not so simple as just raising their hand and saying, yeah, sure, I'll do it. The actions and that's just, it's a war, it's a battle. It's a battle. And like that calling and my friends aren't there, I don't know if that's what he's referring to, but I know that once you're in that certain lifestyle, you're used to that way of life, as much as the actual drug is something that you're giving up and you're quitting and you're leaving behind, when you're making that decision to get clean, you're leaving behind an entire environment that you know, that's familiar to you, a lifestyle, a routine, a schedule, maybe not strict routine depending on what's going on, but a certain way of life that you're used to, you're comfortable to. So not only are you giving up this addiction, you're giving up this whole environment that you're used to. You're stepping out into the unknown and shit with a whole new set of factors around you, more than just, hey, I'm cutting out this one drug or vice out of my life. You're stepping into a whole new environment, and sometimes those people that were your friends, you can't have them around anymore, or they're not going to be there for you anymore. They were just there when you were a part of that, when you were in that world, when you were in that environment, and you have to leave those somewhat comforts behind. It's not always for the worse, but it's another factor. I feel like when you're jumping from that shit and you're going to brand new, it's just a whole mountain of a whole new thing that hits you all at once. And I can only imagine that that's kind of what leads to those withdrawals, and that just, it stacks on top because it's one thing after another of just such a big change. It's night and day. It almost feels like it could be bigger than night and day, like something more sharp than that, because it is literally everything. Yeah, I'm gonna quit yapping. Let's keep going.
Answering. Is this the moment where I can't control it? Got no appetite, I guess the party's over. I can't sleep at night and I keep rolling over, cause my skin is itchy and the paranoia got me worried, sick, and it is so annoying. I've been throwing up, it looked like motor oil, but I chose to quit and now I can't avoid it. The right things to do are the hardest choices. Is this
the right things to do are the hardest choices. That is true in a lot of aspects about life. The way he describes that just agony, rolling over, my body's itching, like throwing up motor oil. And again, he's so good at making those images in your brain to really drive home the point of like how terrible it is. And that's why this song could open so many eyes, because he has that power of making these pictures and painting these pictures with the music, and good sounding music as well, where he can merge these lanes. And if he can do that and drop music like this, it's just so powerful, man. He's got my respect for it, because it's not easy to do that as an artist. I feel like so many people, pigeonhole you into this certain lane, or these certain lanes of just, oh, braggadocious, like don't look down, and then you have your snowflakes, and then to be able to do this too and put it out there, that's tough shit. That's tough shit. But that picture is beautiful. But oh man,
you are the hardest choices. Is this the moment when I need a donor? Liver failing from the liquor pouring, while the room is spinning. It ain't vodka soda. What is almost killing me is being sober.
Oh man, the room is spinning. It's not vodka soda. What's killing me is being sober. And that's what's so crazy, is that feeling that I always understood withdrawals to be like, from somebody who's actually going through the addiction themselves like that, is just, it feels like you're dying. When people are telling you have to give up this thing that is killing you, I can only imagine how hard it is to go down this lane where it's like you're facing pain, and it's like, this is supposed to be something that's saving me, but this is making me feel like shit for this time being. And to see that process through, oh man, that's just so much, because you have that pull, you have that constant tie back to everything that's safe, that you're comfortable with, that that you had. It was routine. It was systematic almost. But then also it's like, this is making me feel like I'm dying right here just trying to be sober. And you're trying to figure out what's actually healthy, what's not. Is this the time when I need a donor? Like, I mean, it's just, there's so much to this song. There's so much to this song, and I mean, I probably don't even need to be saying most of the shit because y'all, I mean, some of you understand, but it's, the way he's able to paint this and expand this so much, other than being like, withdrawals are, you know, tough, or oh, it's sucking so bad. He's painting it in so many different ways and really making you feel how big of a deal and how big of a battle it is. Man, God, we're only 38 seconds in.
Soda, what is almost killing me is being sober. Talk about pitfalls, surrounded by brick walls. This is what kids call withdrawal. Deleted every number from my phone, I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all.
Did he just say I'm gonna beat it or I won't and I overdose?
Really
hold on.
drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose.
I'm gonna let the chorus finish in a minute, but that is fucking, I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. That's again that same amount of pressure that's on you, and it's like you're getting pulled both directions. It's like, I'm either gonna do it and I'm gonna get clean, or I'm not gonna overdose. And it's almost the way he says it, almost so nonchalantly. It's just like when you get so overwhelmed, I'm sure, with that feeling of the withdrawals, and you're losing everything. You're losing those nights out with friends, and you've locked yourself in the room. You've deleted all. You've cut yourself off from this entire thing that you know. It's got to be just like so. Like whatever the fuck's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. But I think that's the hard part people lose, is they lose that little bit of will that it just takes to, not a little bit, a lot of will to keep going that direction anyway. Because I'm sure, I can only imagine how pointless it must feel. I can only imagine. Damn.
With all my friends, I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends. Never cared for therapists. My arrogance embarrassing. It isn't fair to tear with this. Addiction placed my parents in. I'm scared repair will never fix the voluntary negligence. The wear and tear my errors did. They almost had to bury me.
The wear and tear my errors did. The voluntary negligence. That's a crazy little. Wow. That's all I can say is wow.
They almost had to bury me. Is this the moment where I screw up and relapse? Waste all my money on rehab. Can't take a pill from the doctor to relax. Lash out in anger whenever I react. Feel like a.
I mean, I'm almost sorry to pause so much, but I'm really not, because I mean, all these words are very, very important, and there's going to be some things that I'm going to miss on the first listen because I'm trying to think about the last line and stuff. But I mean, I have to spend money on rehab. Is this the time when I relapse? When I'm going through this and dealing with all these things? And I mean, and I know it's not all about him just recently quitting smoking, but I'm sure that brought up some of the same emotions. In a way, I'm sure some, like, you know, post-traumatic stress of like when you know, cut out everything else, and then now it's like cutting it out again, to go, just feeling that little bit of urge again to go back, and that little bit of withdrawals for something different is probably exponentially bigger than if it was just cigarettes in the first place. Because it's like he's already done it once, and as much as some people would probably assume that would make it easier to do with something like cigarettes, it probably brings up those same feelings. And it's almost rehashing those things that you, not scars, but actually yes, scars, because they're still there. But it's such a tough fucking picture that he paints, man. I'm blown away, man. Yeah, he poured everything into this one. He poured everything into this one. Man.
Where I screw up and relapse, waste all my money on rehab. Can't take a pill from the doctor to relax. Lash out in anger whenever I react. Feel like a weak man, I don't wanna be that. Living every day to get a buzz on the weekend. I'm in the deep end, fighting with demons. Trying to stay clean, I just really need a reason. My bones are shaking.
Trying to stay clean, I just really need a reason. And that's the thing, I feel like you have to find that reason. There's reasons around you, you just have to be able to see them and remind yourself of those reasons. Because as soon as you don't have the reason to do it, that's when shit hits the fan. And then that progress is all, it's gone, it's a wash. But like the whole, he can't even have pills from his doctor to relax, because that's, it's feeding into the same thing. Like it's, this song is going to open a lot of people's eyes, I think. And yes, and there's several songs like this, like Tom and Madchild, and I'm going to be doing more Madchild music too, because I think that dude is great, and he has some great stories to tell, I'm sure. But these songs that are like this from Tom and crew, I mean, it's powerful shit. And even if it helps one person, and I know it's helped more than that, because I know most of you, so many of you have told me how much his stories and his songs and music in general has helped you through your struggles like this or similar things. It's really beautiful to be able to put something like this out, for him to be able to do this and change some lives. It's fucking badass.
In the deep end, fighting with demons. Trying to stay clean, I just really need a reason. My bones are shaking in my hands and feet. I see my rib cage, but I can't eat. I still wake up panicking, so I can't sleep. I just sit in the bathtub and try to breathe. Talk about pitfalls, surrounded by brick walls. This is what kids call withdrawals. Deleted every number from my phone. I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends. I've never felt this bad before. I don't know if I'll make it. Don't have the strength to get off the floor right now, but I'm hoping and praying. My whole life I wanted more. This might be the end, but now I've had too much fun. It's over now. I loved what I hated. Deleted every number from.
Now I've had too much fun, it's over now. I loved what I hated. I don't know what else to say. And again, I mean, it goes without saying, but the video is beautiful. The water, him going back underwater, coming back up, underwater, coming back up, floating, just hanging. I mean, there's so much, man.
Life I wanted more. This might be the end, but now I've had too much fun. It's over now. I loved what I hated. Deleted every number from my phone. I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends. Deleted every number from my phone. I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends.
Man, I do so many of these videos from Tom. There's other artists that do it to me too. When I do these videos, I mean, sometimes there's things I can say. Sometimes there's things I can share my thoughts on or opinions on and maybe elaborate or just catch or explain. That doesn't need any explaining, really. And I know I did a lot of, I hope I wasn't down talking anybody. That song right there speaks for itself. I didn't even need to make this video, other than in case there's some of you out there watching that maybe haven't heard Tom McDonald before or haven't heard this side of Tom. And that's my hope for doing stuff like this, is that some of you can hear music that could help you guys. The same way Tom's putting it out, I hope that if me putting this on my channel, and this goes for when people ask me all the time why I cover so much Tom McDonald, why I cover so much different artists, people like Tom, again, if I can give them a platform, because I know they have important shit to say in a lot of different areas, whether it's with, calling out society's bullshit, whether it's just fun hype songs, or whether it's songs like this that can change, it could save someone's life, to be frank. If I can do anything to give that to a single new, to have one single person see that hadn't seen it before, I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be on the channel, and I'm going to keep putting it on the channel. Because music like this can save some fucking lives. There's no question about it. Like, at the end, that's one of the videos. At the end of this, I don't know what to say about that video other than you can feel everything, you can hear everything, and you can see it in the video. It's again, there's no negative to that video. There's no negative to that video. And Tom, no, I mean, I respect the fuck out of anybody that can do it. The way Tom did that right there, showing the tears, the emotion of just sitting there on the bed, the powerful shots like that from Nova, man. Beautiful video. She's so good at knowing when to fucking hit the gas, get crazy, get over the top, when to cut to a different shot so beautifully close. I mean, these guys are making music and making art that is just, it's worthy of the time and stuff of sharing and putting into it and watching. I mean, it's stuff I would watch on my own anyway. It really is, because I respect it, and I think there's music this is music that needs to be out there. It needs to be, I don't know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm saying. Again, if there's anybody out there struggling with addiction, anything like this, I've said it before and I'll say it again, keep going. It's not for nothing. Whether you can see the reasons or not for getting clean or getting away from that addiction, I promise you they're there. And as much pain and as much craziness and overwhelming and fear comes along with leaving that stuff behind, I'm telling you that it's going to be greener pastures ahead. And you've got it, you can do it, you're stronger than you think, and you're loved. Okay? Somebody loves you. If you're not, I love you, you can do it. Okay? And just lean towards music like this, lean towards those, whatever's your outlet, find those outlets, find it, appreciate it, listen to it, use it. Stuff like this song. If one of these songs helps you, go listen to it 1,000,000 times a day. Let it get in your head, and let the passion, feeling, and stories like that, of like Tom's and everybody, let that fuel you. You can do it. And Tom, once again, brother, if you happen to be watching this one right now, you have my respect, dog. You know this. Kudos. There's not enough words to say how much I respect you for putting the shit out there, especially after doing so many different types of songs lately. Yeah, that's good stuff. It's good stuff. Heavy, man, but very important. Hog fam, I hope you guys enjoyed the very first actual Tom Friday. From now on, every Friday, we're going to be checking out something either brand new from this dude or a song that I have not heard from him in the past. So I hope every Friday y'all are going to be here with me, rocking out, and of course other reactions as always throughout the rest of the week. But for this one, y'all, I hope this song spoke to you. If you're still watching at this point in the video, I appreciate it. I ramble a lot on stuff like this, but it's heavy hitting. I'm sure y'all can relate, but thank you for being here nonetheless. If you liked the video, please hit that thumbs up for me. If you're new around here, feel free to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos. If not, no worries. But yeah, I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless again. It happens a lot with these videos, it seems like. But as always, y'all, I appreciate you guys so much for being here. I hope you're having a good day, good week, good month, good whatever you're having right now. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap.